Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel Favors Flavor. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like this video. I hope you comment and subscribe while you're here. This video is going to be about all the books I want to read in August. August will be my third official month reading. So far in the past 2 months, I've read 13 to 14 books. I plan to read 6 books in the month of August. I anticipate August being a very diverse month for me in terms of the books that I plan to read. So I hope you guys keep on watching and find out the books that I want to read in August. If you guys have read any of these books, please comment down below if you recommended it and what are the books you think I would enjoy based on the books I'm going to talk about. Now let's get right into the video. The first book I want to read in the month of August is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. So if you're not living under a rock, if you know anything about the reading community, BookTok, BookTube, you would know about King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. I don't quite have the budget for that right now because I believe that book costs almost $30 on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. And I'm also not somebody that reads a lot of crime, thriller, mystery books. If you're interested in knowing what book I read to prepare myself for this book, please click on the link above to watch all the books that I read in July. This book is about a black father, a white father, 2 dead sons, a quest for revenge and redemption. Both fathers, Ike Randolph and Bud Lee, are both ex-cons, but because their dead sons are married, and I believe the book touches on their own prejudice about like having gay sons and sort of all that kind of good stuff. But now they're dead, so they have to basically advocate for their dead sons together. So I think I would enjoy it, and if you have any comments about this book, please comment down below. The second book I plan to read this in the month of August is Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. So I have not read any book by this author, and I don't even know. I think the reason why I was eager to pick up this book was because of the book I was reading at the time, No Ordinary Love. If you want to see my review, click on the card above to see all the books I read in July. I read No Ordinary Love, which I feel like kind of reminds me a little bit about what this book is supposed to be about. Honestly, I don't even know what to expect. I believe I saw Shaughnessy Schroeder. She's a YouTuber that I watch talk about this book. So I was like, you know what? I kind of enjoyed No Ordinary Love, and it's giving me the same type of like music industry type of stuff or pop culture type of stuff. This book literally just came out like 2 weeks ago. So don't even ask me why I'm trying to read this book, but we'll see if I like it. I know she's the author of Magnolia Parks, which is like a 4 or 5 book series that I've seen a bunch of people talk about, but we'll see if I like this book enough to get into her reading more. But that's the second book I plan to read in the month of August. The third book I plan to read in the month of August is Skin and Bones by Renee Watson. I got this book from the library. This book is about Lena, so told in Renee Watson's poetic voice. Skin and Bones is a stern exploration about who society makes room for, what gets passed down from generation to the next, and a mother's resolve to teach her daughter how to take up space, shine her bold, brilliant light in a world that wants to dim it. This is definitely a book that I feel like I would enjoy. It's a thick book though. Let's see, how many pages is it? Basically about 400 pages, but I hope I enjoy it. I feel like it's one of those books that's gonna cause me to do a lot of self-reflection and that sort of stuff, even though I'm not a mom or that kind of stuff, but I feel like I could possibly see myself in a daughter's position. Yeah, so that's this book I want to read. I also haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. I believe this book was released last year in 2024, and it has good reviews, so I'm hoping that I enjoy it. I don't think it's a book that I want to keep in my library, but we'll see. I might get surprised, but support your local library. So the fourth book I want to read in the month of August is Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalala. So if you guys didn't know, I'm Nigerian, so I always make an effort to support Nigerian authors, artists, that sort of stuff. This book, I want to read this book now because the second book in the series about the two main characters, comes out in the month of August. It's called Sweet Heat, and I'm already on hold for that book with my local library. So I was like, I need to read this book before I read the other one. That's mainly why it's on this list. I've seen a lot of people talk about it too, and they had good things to say. So I was like, why not? I believe this book is about Kiki Banjo, and she's like a radio show host on campus, and then she meets Malachi. It's definitely a book that is a little younger than my age range. I've been out of college now for like almost 5 years, so this is not quite. But I still think it's something I would enjoy, like a nice, quick, palate cleanser type of book. It says, introducing Blah Blah Blah's vibrant debut novel full of passion, humor, and heart that centers on a young woman who has no interest in love and unexpectedly finds herself caught up in a fake relationship with the man she warned her girls about. So I guess we'll see how it goes. I'll make sure to leave a review on my Goodreads. If you guys are on Goodreads, make sure you connect with me down below. I'll leave the link to my Goodreads account down in the description box. I'll probably review most of the books that I read there before I post a video about it on YouTube. So the next two books I want to read in the month of August are books that I don't have physical copies of right now, but I should by the time it's time for me to read them. The first book in the fifth book officially that I want to read in the month of August is called Death of the Author by Nnamdi Okorafor, also a Nigerian author. I've seen a little bit about this book, and I definitely want to obviously read more Nigerian authors and diversify my readings. This book is under it's on a sci-fi / fantasy, so that's definitely a genre that I have never read any book from. So I'm like, why not try out a Nigerian author, because somehow I'm sure she's gonna have something in the book that I can somehow relate to. The book, I'm gonna just read a little synopsis of what the book is supposed to be about. It says, life has thrown Zelu some curveballs over the years, but when she suddenly dropped from her university job and her latest novel is rejected all in the middle of her sister's wedding, her life is upended. Disabled, unemployed, and from a nosy, high-achieving, judgmental family, she's not sure what comes next. What follows is a tale of love and loss, fame and infamy, of extraordinary events in one world and another. As of Zelu's life evolves, the lines between fiction and reality begin to blur. I definitely have heard good stuff about this book. It has like over a 4-star rating on Goodreads, which is pretty good for a book, and it's supposed to be like a book within a book. And honestly, not gonna lie, the cover sold me. It has such a beautiful cover, and I've seen a couple YouTubers talk about it, so I'm definitely excited to read that book. The next book I want to read in the month of August that I plan to buy is called Nearly All Men in Lagos Are Mad by Damilare Kuku, also a Nigerian author. It's I believe it's a collection of short stories. So I believe Wikipedia says the 12 short stories describe various women and their experiences with men and relationship. The stories in this book are set in Lagos, Nigeria. If you don't know, I was born and raised in Lagos, so this is definitely a book that I feel like would come in handy in the month of August, because so far all the books I plan to read are definitely a little heavy in a way. I feel like this would be a nice, like, funny palate cleanser type of book. So I'm definitely excited for that. But that's pretty much all I have to talk about today. Those are the 6 books I want to read in the month of August. If you guys have any suggestions based on all the books that I've talked about, please comment them down below. I would like to interact with you guys. And don't forget to check out my Goodreads. That's where I'm going to be posting a lot of my reviews on books before I post on YouTube about it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. and see you in the next video.